Sarah now from Newcastle on line 3.
Sarah, good morning. Do you ever give up?
No, I can't give up. That's the thing. I've been quite incensed listening because
Go on.
my father's an alcoholic and the rest of my family has given up on him. And I just don't understand how you could do that to a member of your family, you know, the person that brought you into the world.
Because, Sarah, they're saying that if you continue to support them, you're actually not doing anything to discourage their addiction. You're feeding it.
Can you imagine if the worst came to the worst and they did something stupid when you left them, you know, you left them to fend for themselves? Like, I don't know how you can not support them like that, because if something awful happened, I wouldn't know what to do.
But Sarah...
I don't feel like I've got any information, you know. I don't feel like the information's been made available to me about how to help them. I think you need to free the information to me about what I can do, because I'm by myself on this one, do you know what I mean? The rest of my family has just sort of left me to it, and I don't know what to do.
Now, how do you think the rest of your family are coping with the fact that they're not having anything to do with your dad? I mean, do you think they're just, you know, they've just forgotten about him and life is going on as normal and they're not carrying any sort of guilt with them?
I have nothing to do with them now because, you know, I'm the only one left helping them, so I don't see why I need to talk to them. The fact that they've deserted him, we don't have anything to do with each other.
Okay,
and I don't think they've got a soul, really.
So your dad has already cost you the rest of your family, and there's no guarantee at the moment that what you're doing is helping your dad at all?
Well, I just don't have that bone in my body that could just leave him to his own defences. I just don't understand it, really.
You see, I'm sitting... I don't know what the right thing is, Sarah. I don't know, but I'm sitting here thinking, I'm listening to a woman on the phone who no longer talks to her family. She's only got one member of the family she still talks to because of her father's drinking. The only member of the family she does talk to is her father, who's an alcoholic, who, by the sounds of it, isn't doing anything to stop. I would say you're paying a high price, Sarah. That's just how I see it. High price. Thank you for the call. David, are you a rebel with a cause?
I am, yes, indeed.
OK. How old are you, sir?
I'm 31.
A 31-year-old rebel. Have you always been a rebel?
I'd say, yeah, probably from about the age of about 14.
OK. And would you go with Susanna's view that it's not what you wear, it's how you think, I suppose?
Yeah, it's all about how you think and how you feel and sort of how you view the world. You know, at school I had things rammed down my throat, and one source just isn't really enough. You need more than that. You need to sort of expand your thoughts on the world and think about other cultures and things like that. And until you kind of open your mind and your views to those kind of things, you just can't experience other cultures, you can't appreciate other things, otherwise you become quite sort of narrow-minded and blinkered.
You're saying you can't experience other cultures unless you're a bit of a rebel?
Well, no, you can, obviously, but I think when you rebel against what is the norm, it helps you question. And I think
David, what is the norm?
Well, I'm talking about kind of my experience in education and
okay.
that I was ushered down.
OK, because I'm still mindful.
Verity from London on line 3.
Morning, Verity.
Oh, hi there, hi.
Are you a rebel?
No, I wasn't really a rebel. I think I had quite a good upbringing and was offered quite a lot of sort of choice from my mum and just brought up really, really well. I think I didn't need to rebel because I was allowed the opportunity to do different things in my home life and in my school life. And I really am worried about the kids, to be honest, today. And I think they rebel so young nowadays. I think sort of kids of sort of 12, 11 and 12, all with their mobile phones and all this kind of stuff.
Verity, because you see, I worry that kids don't actually have anything to rebel against at all these days.
I think that's why they're rebelling. But I think we've kind of got this idea that we need to be all controlled by this one kind of source of information. We're all kind of following one route. We want our kids to behave in a certain way. We want them all to be very similar. You know, they can't be too fat or too thin, and they can't go out after a certain time. I just feel like it's kind of a nanny state, and I don't understand how we can expect our kids to develop and grow if we're trying to restrict them all the time and make them all follow the same route. You know what I mean?
The hardest thing I always think about when I compare my teenage years to teenagers today is that nowadays everything you rebel against comes with a price tag. You know, you go to a rock festival now, you have to send in photographs and stuff like that of yourself, and it just doesn't feel as free. But maybe that's just me. Have we got time? Can we talk to our audience today? Can we have a quick word with the audience? One quick word, go on.
Let's do it. Chris, you've been teaching for, what, 10 years, so you come across lots of rebels. Do they all rebel for the same reason?
I think they rebel mainly if they feel like they're being controlled. If they see me as kind of like their sole source of control or information or all that, they'll start questioning me.
So it is questioning. That's the crucial part.
Definitely. I mean, the kids that I teach that are more open to kind of experience different things and go to different sources for their experiences and information are far more likely to have a more rounded and fulfilling experience than the ones that just look at me and blame me and resent me because I appear to be their only source of authority, information, whatever.
I do enjoy it when we manage to come to some kind of conclusion at the end of one of our discussions. And I have to say, it's been a long time since we actually have...